Okay, so good day, nurses. So now let us discuss your COPD, which is your chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Okay, so we have your three types of your COPD. First, let us discuss your bronchial asthma. Okay, so registered nurses, when we say bronchial asthma is chronic, inflammatory. Okay, it's a chronic inflammatory disease of the respiratory system. Okay? Of the respiratory system. Again, this is a chronic inflammatory disease of the respiratory system resulting in inflammation. Number one, resulting in inflammation of the bronchial airway. Okay? Resulting in inflammation of the bronchial airway and also bronchospasm. Bronchospasm and increased mucus secretion. Okay? So again, your bronchial asthma is a chronic inflammatory disease of the respiratory system, resulting in inflammation of bronchial airway, bronchospasm, and mucus secretion. Okay, so pag meron tayong inflammation, bronchial spasm, and increased mucus secretion, it can lead to narrowing of the airway. Okay, it can lead to narrowing of the airway. Okay, narrowing of the airways. Okay? There is narrowing of the airway. So remember, registered nurses, kapag nag-narrow yung ating airway, yung daanan ng ating hangin, okay, like this pictures, okay, nagkaroon sila ng bronchospasm, inflammation, and thick mucus production. So there is constriction as well. Okay? So hindi po nakakadaan na maganda yung ating hangin palabas. Okay? Narrowing of the airway. So it will give the manifestation. Okay, so dun tayo kukuha ng mga sign and symptoms, registered nurses, dun sa narrowing of the airway. Okay, so number one, due to narrowing of the airway, okay, your patient's what? Your patient will manifest, okay, dyspnea. Okay, your patient will manifest this dyspnea or difficulty of breathing. Aside from difficulty of breathing, guys, kapag humihinga ang pasyente natin, okay, humihinga, kakunti lang yung nakakadaan na hangin because of inflammation, bronchospasm, and mucus secretion. So your patients will manifest abnormal breath sound, and this is what we call your wheezing sound. Okay, and this is what we call your wheezing sound. Okay, the wheezing sound upon, okay, maririnig upon expiration. Okay? Upon expiration. So what else? Aside from dyspnea, wheezing sound, okay, your patient will manifest, okay, cough. Okay? Cough and also tachycardia. Okay? Tachycardia. Okay? Tachycardia. Aside from dyspnea, wheezing sound, cough, and tachycardia, okay, so remember that we we inhale oxygen and we expel carbon dioxide. Since narrow yung ating airway, so yung carbon dioxide po, hindi po natin siya mailalabas, okay? Hindi natin siya ma-expel ng ayos. So, there is what? Okay? There is retention, okay? There is retention of carbon dioxide, okay? Nagkakaroon po tayo ng retention of carbon dioxide, okay? Okay, kapag meron tayong retention of carbon dioxide, your patients manifest hypoxia. Okay? Your patients manifest hypoxia. And of course, kapag tinas po natin sila with the use of a BG analysis, okay, so makikita natin doon your respiratory acidosis. Tandaan mo, registered nurses, respiratory acidosis due to retention of carbon dioxide. Okay, so ulitin natin, registered nurses. Okay, bronchial asthma is a chronic inflammatory disease of the respiratory system. Okay, resulting in inflammation of bronchial airway, bronchospasm, and mucus secretion, leading to narrowing of the airway. So, nagna-narrow yung ating airway. Kapag nag-narrow yan, okay, so ano mararamdaman ng pasyente? Of course, may hirapan siyang huminga, and this is what we call your dyspnea or difficulty of breathing. The second one, okay, so since narrow siya, so nagkakaroon tayo ng abnormal breath sound, okay, which is your wheezing sound, okay, upon expiration, okay? Next one is cough and tachycardia, okay? And of course, we have your retention of carbon dioxide. Okay? Remember, we inhale oxygen and we expel, okay, carbon dioxide. Since narrow siya, hindi po siya malalabas. Okay? So there is retention of carbon dioxide. So it will give manifestation of hypoxia and respiratory acidosis in our ABG analysis. Okay? Now, okay, as a nurse, okay, now we have to instruct your client. Okay, so we have to instruct, okay, we have to instruct your client to avoid, okay, to avoid what? To avoid the 3 E's. Okay, you have to avoid the 3 E's. Sir Jeff, ano yung 3 E's na yan na kailangan i-avoid ni patient natin? Okay, so tandaan mo, 3 na letter E. Number 1, okay, number 1 is exercise. Okay, bawal po sa may hika yung exercise na especially in a cold weather. Okay, especially in a cold weather. Avoid exercise. Okay, and also environmental factor. Okay, ano mga environmental factor? Okay, so you have to avoid like what? Okay, dust sa madudumi. Okay, maalikabok. And also the pollen, okay? The pollen. And also yung mga fats, okay, na maraming balahibo, okay? So we have to avoid that, okay? Next one, letter E, is your emotional, okay? Emotional. Okay, so nakakapag-trigger din po ng asthma yung masyadong emotional po yung ating patient, okay? Another one, okay? So we have your exercise, environmental, and emotional factor. So you have to instruct your client as well for the positioning, okay? So best position is like sit upright, okay? Sit upright, especially kapag nahihirapan huminga ang pasyente natin, okay? Sit upright and lean forward, okay? Lean forward. Okay, tandaan mo, sit upright, lean forward, okay? Sit upright, lean forward. So sometimes this is what we call your orthopnic, okay, orthopnic position, okay, to expand, okay, to expand the lungs, okay, to expand the lungs to avoid and to prevent difficulty of breathing, okay. And also you have to encourage your client, okay, encourage client to do, okay, to do the first lip breathing, okay, to do a first lip breathing, okay. So those are information about the bronchial asthma. So for the management, later we will discuss this in general. Okay, so bronchial asthma. Okay, so now let us proceed with the next topic.